give a shout out. Need to give a shout out to the Kid Merc. The Kid Merc coming in clutch. The Germans coming in clutch. Don't know how they did it, but somehow, someway, Germany were able to methodically and systematically manage this COVID-19 situation in such a way where they are now the first major league to pop off. Guys, it's official. It's not a fugazi. It's not fake news. It's happening. Oh, sorry. I think I had that wrong. So the return, I believe, is May 15th. Wait, so what's to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Is it May 15th or May 16th? When is the return? May 15th. It has been confirmed. It has been confirmed. May 15th, the Bundesliga returns. So, guys, a week on Friday behind closed doors, the Bundesliga is going to say what's up. You know, because there was a bit of worry because, again, you had some positive tests from some people in what's it called? Some people, I think it's in Cologne and another mid-tier club. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to throw everything into the works. But the Germans were like, no, we're testing everybody. So every single player has been tested, and those who tests came positive, they are now in isolation. So they're not being put down in isolation. But it seems everyone else's tests came back negative, and now they're allowed to pop off and allowed to go and allowed to really exist and play. They're allowed to exist and play and do their thing. So guys, it's real. Stuff is real. Now, hold on to your horses. Hold on to your horses because this is mainly a German thing. This doesn't mean that every other club will be able to say what's up. This does not mean that every other club will be able to say what's up. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. So as we can see here, let me just pull this up for you guys right now. So this is where things stand. Do you know how crazy this is? Do you know, normally whenever you go to Google actually has the Bundesliga live table there, but we've so not had football for ages, it just even didn't appear. So guys, maybe it's time to renew my BT Sports account. Maybe it is time to renew my very dormant, very sleepy BT Sports account. So when we last left, Bayern Munich so this was 25 games played. So they are now 35, 36, 13 games to play. So Bayern Munich had 55 points. Dortmund 4 points behind with 51. Leipzig 50. Mönchengladbach 49. Leverkusen 47. So between 5th and 1st, things are pretty close. So I mean, I still think Bayern Munich will still say what's up. But I mean, looking at how the league was, it's still very close. It is still very close, and this has been a very exciting Bundesliga season. But I mean, I remember when this all broke through, like in March, when everyone went behind closed doors, and they were saying, "No, well, we're not going to say anything until like June, July, August, September." That's what we were saying. I really didn't believe that there'd be a major league that would be back in saying what's up. I really didn't believe that there'd be a major league that's saying what's up right now. What's going on? Say? Thought you and Terry. Yeah, no. Well, cool. Why? What did Terry say? Oh, what did? Now this is new. Wait, why? What did Terry say? What did Terry Flowers say about your boy Half Hope? What did your boy say about every Half Hope? So yeah, look, man, the Merc came through. The Merc came through. Now the thing though is that we don't know whether or not this is actually going to be so basically we don't know whether or not this is actually going to be how this is going to unfold, because again, we just don't know. What if the Bundesliga comes in and several people were started to get positive cases? That's the thing. I mean, what if there were several people out there that were getting personal positive cases? That's the thing. So I hope it doesn't happen, because I'm just so happy to see football back. But for me, remember what I said before in the last stream, yesterday's stream? I want to see football back. And this is very much good news. And this is definitely very much promising news. But the thing about it is I don't want it as a result of people being sick or people becoming ill. That's what, so that's what I hope doesn't happen. That's what I hope that doesn't happen, man. So, but look, man, how is this going to be? How is this going to affect other leagues? That's the thing. It's like how is this going to affect other leagues? That's what I want to know. Because the reason why this isn't to be, because you know how, because when I first saw it, people were like, "Oh my gosh, Premier League, man, this gives a lot of hope for the Premier League to return." No, it doesn't. This has nothing to do with the Premier League. This is down to how a country handled the situation and how much the COVID-19 virus affected the country. Germany handled it the best. England now have the second most deaths in the world. In the world. England has the second most deaths of COVID-19 in the world. So once you're dealing with those kinds of crazy numbers, I mean, like this isn't something to be trifled with. This is not something to be trifled with. So I think it's definitely much a case of where it depends on how, because always we'll get to the La Liga and Serie A and so forth. It's all really dependent on how different leagues, how different countries dealt with it. The reason why the Bundesliga are in this situation is how the country dealt with it. So the headlines are very misleading, saying that, oh wow, football can now return. There's now hope. There isn't hope for the rest of the leagues, because England, firstly, Italy and Spain were so badly hit. England brought in break tactics provided by Boris Johnson. So because of Boris and his dumbass tactics, it's going to be even much longer for the Premier League to even get anywhere close to the situation. Because what Merkel and Germany did was they tested early. They tested early and they were far more systematic in their lockdowns. Their lockdowns were far more effective, but their testing was far more effective. So they were able to isolate this. Because trust me, Germans are very careful. These dudes are very careful. So I don't think Germany are a case of where, oh no, let's just put the guys at, and Merkel doesn't strike to me as a leader who would be like, let's just put football first because football is important. Because no, look, she doesn't care about football. Like, this is about the well-being of the nation. So the fact that they have been able to put the players out there means that they've done all the checks extensively to ensure that the players are in the safest position possible to say what's up. So again, so obviously it's all going to be behind closed doors. I think they said for the rest of the year, all games in the Bundesliga will be behind closed doors. And also, so what you'll see will probably happen is, so now that's another, so I think, so what may happen is, so guys will have to sort of stay. But the thing though is this, because I was about to say, okay, are they going to stay in hotels or in stadiums? But from what I've been reading about Germany, they are slowly opening up big shops. And I don't think Germany has any new cases. So let me just type in Germany coronavirus. Germany reopens shops as lockdown is relaxed. let's just see what this guy say. So Chancellor has said Germany's goal of slowing down the spread of coronavirus has been achieved. So all shops can be reopened as lockdown restrictions are eased. Bundesliga football has been given the green light to resume, and schools will gradually reopen in the summertime. Germany's 16 federal states, under an agreement to the government, will take control of timing the reopening. They will operate an emergency brake if there's a new surge in infections. General contact rules involving all will continue for another month. A limited resumption has already begun, but the season says Bavarian leader Germany has seen fewer than 7,000 deaths in the coronavirus pandemic, a much lower figure than other Western European countries, including UK, Italy, France, and Spain. The rate of infection has been consistently low for some time, and Mrs. Merkel said she was pleased that the number of new daily infections was into 3 digits. Oh my God. She praised the responsibility of German citizens in sticking to lockdown measures to protect the lives of others as well as themselves. So yeah, look, man, coming in clutch. The kid Kel coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, man. Coming in clutch. Yep, it is. That is the lady who celebrated the thing, man. Bro, I think that we need to actually, I think we need to actually have a discussion. Maybe don't now, but maybe actually no, maybe we'll actually end the stream because it's linked to the Premier League as to the complete and total screw up, the complete and total utter screw up that the Premier League had with regards to sorting out this whole thingy. Because guys, if the Premier League doesn't come back, blame Boris Johnson and his government. Blame them because they have been crap. Oh, interesting. So I said that our third match once Bundesliga restarts will be against Dortmund at their own crib. Another circumcision. But see, now that's another thing to talk to. Which team will do the best from the break? Will the break have an adverse effect, a positive effect on Bayern, or will it have no effect? So, because some teams will be affected somehow by the by this break. Your boy Jonas Philberg, thank you for the super chat, dear sire. Says players and staff will be tested 2 a week. Nothing is 100% before we get a vaccine, but it's as safe as it can possibly be. So, yeah, I mean, look, my thing about it is that it's all about safety. It's all about safety. We are not seeing, guys, we're not going to see a vaccine for a very long time. Like, guys are saying we may not see a vaccine till 2021. So all we can do is, because it's difficult to watch you want to do because there's so many people. It's very hard to manage this, but what you want to do is because once you're not in a situation where new infections are going down, that's good, because what you want is to isolate the number of infections. That's why people go and say a lockdown, because what you want to do is virus spreads by proximity and contact. So if you reduce the proximity and the contact and you test, take it into hospital, then you can hopefully get to a stage where, all right, man, there are no more new cases. We've now sort of eradicated this because everybody who has the virus has either recovered, been treated, or unfortunately has now died. So that is how you have to hopefully try and systematically get to that position. But look, man, Boris was I mean, look, who knows how long we'll be in there, man. Yeah, you see, that's the thing is, but they've been training. But even if they've been training, do you know what will happen? The games will feel like the first few games of the season. That's what the games will feel like, the first games of the season. But it may be even worse. Do you know why it will be worse? Remember, you had preseason games. Because before you go into a season, even if you're a bit rusty in the first few games, you still had preseason. So remember, these guys, all they've done is training and five-a-side. They've had no 11-a-side full tilt preseason games. So it is going to look very weird seeing how this team comes back. So the thing, though, is that this might present an opportunity for other teams chasing Bayern Munich, because they may say, how, if we can just cope with the return better than Bayern Munich, maybe we can catch them off guard. So that's a Bayern Munich Dortmund game isn't going to be like how it was if there was no COVID. Because if there was no COVID, oh my gosh, Bayern would easily destroy them. But because of this COVID, the question now is, which of these teams have coped best with this lull? Which of these teams have recovered the best? So that's what it's going to be about. That's what it's going to be about. This is what I'm dreading, is if there's a second or a third wave. And I think that's what we even read in that article there is, okay, this is only wave one. And maybe if someone now gets sick and starts affecting people, you'll now start seeing wave two. So, because if we're now dealing with waves, and this is only wave one, bro, we could be here till 2021. So we could be self-isolating for like a year. We could literally be self-isolating for a year. I told you, I haven't seen any of my family or my friends in like 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I've not seen any of my family or my friends in like 6 weeks. It's this, the stuff is insane. But I just hope not. I just hope that it doesn't come there, man. But no, we'll get to the Premier League. So that's the Bundesliga there. Again, I'm hoping there are no new cases. That's what's one hope. I'm just hoping that there are no new cases. Everything is handled well. Because I have to reiterate this. If everything goes smoothly with the Bundesliga, it doesn't mean that everything will run smoothly for every other league. It just doesn't mean that. Because the reason why the Bundesliga is in this position is what Germany have been able to do. So Premier League fans don't look to the Bundesliga as an optimistic sign. No, it simply isn't an optimistic sign. It's just what those guys have been able to do. JJ Samuel with the super chats. Thank you, bro, for your super chat. If Champions League returns, what are Barcelona's chances since Suarez and the Us might be back? Again, I reiterate myself. They've not. First of all, the Cannibal and the Us have not only been injured, they've also not been training for a while. So again, it's dependent in what condition will they be when they now return. And that's the big question. Like, we can't just look at this on face value based on, oh, look at all the talented guys they have. If the Champions League returns, a massive factor is how have players dealt with this lull in time. That is going to be a huge factor. It's going to be massive, because you can have all the talent in the world, all the ability in the world. A huge part of what you have to do before you even take the pitch is physical preparation, fitness, your body being at optimum level. That fitness is a huge part of before you even step on the pitch. See, we take it for granted because we just look at the skill and everything, but the amount of gym work, dieting, and different things that footballers have to do and take to prepare themselves mentally and physically for a game is vital and important. And that physical thing has been taken away. So even if they've been training, I really believe that not playing any 90 minutes, this is key, not playing any 90 minutes matches for about 6 weeks is huge. Not playing any 90 minutes matches for 6 weeks is huge. Oh, yo, bro. Thanks for the dub, man. Thanks for the dub, man. Because I'm sporting my Nigerian brother. So is Martin hating? Is your boy is the Rosario boy hating? But yo, what up? He said there's too much money to be played out the rest of the season. No. See, this is a major thing, man, is that don't use money as the determining factor, because that is just dangerous. And that is my fear with the Premier League, is that the Premier League might be trying to use money as a determinant factor in order to finish the season. Because trust me, guys, people have lost. I don't think you know how much money TV stations and other people have lost during this whole COVID thing. People have lost a lot of cash, huge amounts of cash. They've lost a huge amounts of cash. So the amount of money that guys have lost is huge. It's huge. But if you're making a decision solely because, oh my gosh, we can't lose this money, and you're not make sure that things are 150% safe, you're a brick in there, man. So La Liga. Now, Spain was hit hard. And for me, I find this surprising because I didn't believe that we would be seeing any dudes return in La Liga. I thought La Liga was going to take a few months before they'd be able to return, but La Liga right now are trying to get guys into testing and so forth. So let's just open this in and use it. Put image in Utah. There we go. So there it is, man. There it is. So these are guys coming back into the stadiums and so forth, all coming in to take their COVID tests. So guys can find out who is positive, who is negative, because now La Liga is now looking to try and finish off the season. They're looking to finish off that flipping season. And I find it surprising. Again, as a football fan, I'm happy because, wow, football is going to be coming back. And again, the Madrid and Barcelona were locked in an amazing title race. But on the flip side is Germany handled this really well. Spain were hit really hard. And there have been a few people who have said, is it wise? Is it wise for football to return? So my thing here is and I think the head is like Tebas or something. Is it right for him to be returned? Is it right for La Liga and so forth to be returning in this manner, man? No. See, no, I think this is what they're coming with. Because this is what they're coming with to get tested. So once they get tested, and if they're negative, then they're cool. So basically, what they want is everybody in the training complex has a negative test of COVID. Then boom. But obviously, if you're coming in for a test, you don't know whether you're positive or negative. So you have to wear protective gear. So once you now receive the test and everything, then you'll be allowed to then play, man. Okay, all right, it's a bit of an interesting comment. Look, and actually, I think Zad is fit. I think Zad is fit and ready. I think Zad is fit and ready because I think you actually saw Hazard there. If memory, because I'm sure there was a picture of your boy Hazard. You know, wait. So these are all the guys. Oh yeah, I think that's Hazard there. Yeah, open image in new tab. Yeah, I think that's your boy Hazard, man. Oh man, look, man. Hazard is that dude, man. Hazard is that dude. So look, actually, let's even see what the La Liga table looks like, man. Let's see what the La Liga table looks like right now. Spanish La Liga table. All right, so the table right now. So 27 games played. So they have 11 games to go. Look how close that is. So Barcelona on 58 points. Man, Madrid really effed this up, man. Barcelona on 58 points. Madrid on 56 points. Of course, Sevilla 47. Wow. Atletico at sixth. Well, only 2 points behind Sevilla and third, but still, wow. Now that's tough. So Sevilla 47, Sociedad 46, Getafe 46, Atletico Madrid 45, Valencia 42. But yeah, look, that's a title race. Madrid and Barcelona and Madrid, that is a title race. So there is a lot to play for there. Again, reiterating what I said with the Bundesliga right now. So if La Liga is given the green lights, they now come back. In what physical condition would they be? Benzema. The last time I saw Benzema on Instagram, that guy had a bigger beard than me. Like he had a full-on beard. The dude had a full-on beard. So I don't even know how, in what position, homeboy can be in, man. So actually, I didn't see that. Yeah, Madrid have conceded 19 goals. Wow. So you see, if Madrid just scored more goals, they'd actually be winning the league. Just like they've been drawing too many games, man. Been drawing too many games. But look, I said again, I believe Barcelona are gonna win. But that was before this whole COVID thing. Again, if COVID was not around, because Real Madrid are allergic to winning La Liga, and Barcelona, and it just shows you, Barcelona have been so bad this season. They've been so iffy this season. This has definitely been one of the worst seasons. This has probably been the worst season, or the worst I've seen Barcelona in the entire Messi era. And even despite that, they're still 2 points ahead of Real Madrid, because Real Madrid, I believe that they're just allergic to winning La Liga. Is Bundesliga really coming back so early? You see, my thing is, I'm not an expert, but all I said is that Germans are quite meticulous and they're quite careful. That's the first thing. Second thing is, they have been one of the best countries in Europe in terms of handling this disease. That's the second thing. So once you now combine both of these things together, they've been able to put themselves in a position where they feel, oh no, we can come back. I don't think they would be coming back if there were any question marks with regards to, okay, who is positive, who is negative, because the key to all this, the reason why South Korea is now about to reopen, because I think South Korea have now, I think it's like 5 days South Korea have had with no new cases. It's testing. Testing. That's the key. You get the disease if someone has it. If you ensure and if you find out and isolate the people who have it, that is how you decrease this. Infections increase because I have it and I give it to you. But if I don't know I have it, I'm just going to give it to you without knowing. But if I know I have it, I will isolate myself and keep myself away from infecting someone who infects another person, who infects another person. So the key to this is isolation. And we'll get to the Premier League. We'll get to the Elmere League and how they screwed this up. So yeah, I mean, if La Liga comes back and so forth, it'll be good. But you see, I am more worried. About La Liga coming back than the Bundesliga coming back, based on just how much it's affected Spain. So, is Bundesliga coming too early? I don't know. Is La Liga coming back too early? Probably yes. Probably yes. Because Germany were nowhere near as hard as hits with this thing as Spain were. So for me, there are question marks with Spain or rather La Liga coming back with this thing. You see, oh no, see, my thing here is that what is normal? What is normal? Because because I think for people, they're like, look, man, of course you want to return back to, you want to be safe and so forth. But I think for some people, you need to keep the money flowing. Keep in mind, money can't come before health. But I just think that's the way you have to be confident in whatever mechanisms you're using in order to test or put people out there. The fact that Germany are reopening shops, the public just have to be confident in the doctors and the science. And remember, Germany are renowned as having some of the best doctors and people in medicine. So I just think that for Germany, they will, because again, from what I know of Germans and Germans, they do things properly. They take a lot of care in doing things, you know. So for them, it's like we will. I mean, normal, completely normal is like many months away. Those are many months away. But the way in which you slowly get there is all right. We will only achieve normal if we do these stages, and that's why okay. Stage one, a few shops open, but still keep social distance. Step two, okay, maybe 5, 6 people. Okay, step three, maybe 10, 20 people. So, and if you slowly do this, you monitor. Are we seeing a spike? No. Level three. Are we seeing a spike? No. Now, if you now see a spike, okay, pull back. We're seeing a spike, pull back, pull back. So, the only way to achieve normal is what Germany are doing systematically, slowly easing the lockdown, not just rushing, but easing the lockdown. And all we can do is just watch. All we can do is just watch and see what the fallout is with Germany, man. Put some respect on Rooney's name. Why so? why does Rooney deserve my respect? What has Rooney really done in his career? Tell me. So let's look at the Serie A right now. Let's turn to the Serie A. So, oopsie daisy. So, Sassuolo become first Serie A side to return to training. What am I doing here? Sorry. Sassuolo become the first Serie A side to return to training since the coronavirus crisis halted the season. A handful of players appeared and ran up and down the pitch with the club saying training is optional. Top-flight clubs were given permission to restart individual training sessions, but team training will not be allowed until 18th of May at the earliest. On Sunday, Sports Minister Vincenzo Spadafora said it was too early to talk about restarting the campaign. So see, you cannot see the different stages here. Italy was brutally hit. And at a point, Italy had, I think, one of the biggest cases. So for the Serie A, they're like, you know what? We don't even know when we're going to come back, man. We don't even know when we're going to come back. Because because Italy was so badly hit. For me, I don't think, for people that say it is not safe for the Serie A to return anytime soon. Because they still need to handle it. For me, I still think it is too early. I still think that it is too early for Spain to return. I still think that it is too early for Spain to return. So for Italy, I think like Italy was, bro, I was covering it. I was covering the thing. Italy was ravaged by this. And they've been on lockdown for like about 2 months. They've been on lockdown for like flipping 2 months. So it's gonna be very, very even and even if they put guys into training and everything, I just think Syria is a long way away from restarting. Syria is a long, long way from restarting. And we had a really good thing with Lazio and Juventus, man. So you move on there from the Syria. And again, for me, look, as I said again, we have to look at the different countries. Italy found it very hard to cope with COVID-19. They shouldn't be talking about returning for the season. Based on the numbers that you saw and the rates, they shouldn't even be talking, because the worst thing that could happen for Italy right now is for there to be an upsurge. The worst thing that's not going to happen is for there to be an upsurge. And again, that's what I say. Like, what I'm worried about is if we now look at the Bundesliga right now and there's just crazy cases happening. And that's what I don't want. So it leads us to this. The Elmere League. See, people only have one dude to blame for this. The reason why the Premier League might either get declared now, I don't want 60 minutes games, bro. 90 minutes or nothing. Don't start changing the results like 40 minutes halves. No. 90 minutes or nothing. So the reason why the Premier League may not so basically the reason why the Premier League may not actually finish this season might be because of this dude here. This dude, herd immunity. This clown really wanted to go ahead with flipping herd immunity. And that period that England didn't test, and there's not IQ test. So basically, the period that England didn't test, and they didn't really try and clap down, and they didn't do a lockdown early, another period where they were wanting to do with herd immunity, set England back weeks, maybe even months. So the Premier League is months behind Germany. Months. So the Premier League shouldn't even be looking to return back anytime soon. But the issue is this. The Premier League is the biggest league in the world financially. It makes the most money from the players, the clubs, the TVs. The amount of money the Premier League makes is huge. And during all this time, they've been losing so much of this money. And by losing so much of this money, this is the desperation that they have to return. But my fear is because, again, I've had 60 minutes games, 40 minutes games, all these kinds of crazy stuff, man. But we'll just have to. But it's like I don't want to see that happening. I don't want to see that happening, man. It's like basically for me is like I want to see the Premier League finish, because I wanted to see Chelsea just sort of form and close everything. And look, of course Liverpool deserve the title. Of course they do. I'm sorry, if Liverpool are given the title, it's going to be iffy, because see, I was having a discussion with my brother last night. I think it was the last night. No, yeah, it was last night. Because my brother said, if Liverpool not given the title, it will be a disgrace. Now, he's not a Liverpool fan, and he doesn't really like Liverpool, but he said, no, if Liverpool don't get the title, it will be a disgrace because they're literally right there. And I said, okay then. So if you give Liverpool the title, that means you're declaring the season like French Liga. And he says, no. He says, give Liverpool the title, no relegation, and just tell the guys in the championship that, look, man, it is what it is. It's unprecedented. I said, no. You can't do that. You can't give the title to Liverpool and not have relegation and not allow the championship side to come up. You can't. Hence why whatever decision you make will have serious repercussions. What's called Liga, Lyon are suing, and they are within their rights to sue. Now they may not win, but Lyon are willing their rights to sue. So are Amiens, which is that whoa, wait a minute. Why is this happening? you know, is why are you declaring the league when there are still games to play? So if the league is declared, there's going to be a fallout. So some may say it's the right decision, sometimes may say it's the wrong decision, there may be a fallout. See, if the Premier League can't return because it's too unsafe or dangerous, you have to make a decision. And because I think the Dutch voided the league. Wait, did the Dutch declare the league or did they void the league? I know Belgium declared the league, France did declare the league. I don't know whether the Dutch cancelled it or declared it. But decision has to be made, and whatever decision is made, might have serious repercussions. You declare it, you're going to piss off a lot of people, and guys may sue you. You cancel it, Liverpool fans may riot and may start a civil war. Okay, this is the thing with Bidikor, who's been badgering me about this whole thing on Twitter, because Abdullahi doesn't. What's the topic? You can't. I'm not just going to go Bidikor versus Abdullahi. It's what's the topic, and this is a topic that people want to see. So I'm not just going to put them on here and just have a debate for the sake of it. It's you have to give me a proper topic, man. So, bro, Henny, look, it's one of the breakest moves I've ever seen in my life. And because you know what it was? It's arrogance. It's the arrogance of this clown. It's the arrogance of this clown here. What's this? Arrogance of this clown here next to me, who thought, oh no, we're England, we're Brexit, we're no longer in Europe, we are better than the Europeans. Let's do a head any minutes. You did this and you effed up. You effed up the country. You caused more deaths than you probably would have had if you didn't do a herd immunity, and you have effectively ended the Premier League. Because with each growing day, it becomes much more difficult for there to be a thing like that. I know I saw Partey versus Ndidi. I'm sorry, like I don't. As much as I love them, I don't know whether that is a topic that people want to see or roll with, man. So Partey versus Ndidi, no, man, come on, bro, come on. Okay, you can't go from Hazard, Salah, Cristiano, Messi, De Bruyne, Pogba to Partey and Ndidi. Come on. So it's like you can't just say that you just want, because again, come on, bro, please, man. Said Germany used tracking and testing, which look, Germany were popping off, man. Germany were on their game. Germany were on their game. And England dropped the ball. Like England screwed this up royally. This was a complete and total royal screw up. I told you guys it's a big decision. I don't even know what should happen, because see, the football fan in me wants the season to be finished. Do I really want to watch matches behind closed doors, 40 minutes halves, 60 minutes games? I don't know. I don't know whether I want that. But a friend I've been talking to, QPR fan, he says that cancel this season, because my friend says that, look, this is just greed. This is just greed from people. But, and I don't know who it was. Someone said that they will finish the season. There is too much money to be made. And the worrying thing is, will them finishing the season cause another spike? Now, I don't know what I want to happen is just safety. But what I believe will happen is, guys, there's too much money to be made. Because right now, guys are like saying, how can we bring the stuff back? We are making too much money and we're losing too much money from this. How can we bring it back? But is there desperation to bring it back? Is there desperation to bring it back a bit too much, man? Um, so I would be fine with fake crowd chants and multiple breaks like NBA. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Then it's no longer football, man. Then it's no longer football. If you're not basically changing the very fabric of football, then okay, guys, so what are we doing here? Basically, it's no longer for football now. It's no longer for football anymore. It's something different. And if you bring that in, then people will say, well, you didn't play a 38 game season. You played a 20 something game season with the other games being a completely different sport. Even I say, oh, it's 40 minutes, it's 60 minutes, there are 3 halves, 4 halves, 4 halves, then this is something completely and totally different. Something completely and totally different, man. Bro, USA is wild, man. Bro, America is wild. They're opening parks, beaches. America is wild. America is wild, man. It's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like, I think, what's it called? I think, yeah, like in New York, you just saw people walking up and down. No social distancing whatsoever. Just saw people walking up and down, man. It's just completely wild, man. So guys, but look, man, sending questions, bro. Sending questions, man. Sending questions, man. Let me see where you guys are at, man. Let me see where you guys are at. Sending questions, bro. You see, yeah, I read about this. And you see, this makes sense. See, I thought they were trying to bring this in as like a permanent thing. I was like, what? But this makes sense because of fatigue. Because again, no preseason. All you've done is sort of light training, but beyond that training, you've literally just been stuck in a room for ages. So, 5 subs a game will definitely help. Will definitely help. Again, it will help, but it won't completely get rid of the fatigue issue because a big thing is people remember, how are you saying every single player were doing the proper exercises and routines when they were in self-isolation? Bro, I was watching an Instagram live between Chokeze and Osime. Those guys looked like they said they were bored. They said they were bored. They didn't know what to do. I don't think every player has been adhering to, exercise, do drills. I don't think every player has been doing that. So some players will just like fitness freaks will come back in peak condition. Other dudes will be like, will be a mess. See, I'm worried about the the shape Hazard will be in when he returns back. Because if Hazard returns back and he's overweight, I think I may just give up this whole Zad fanship, man. Because he's who I'm worried about. Because Hazard, come on, you've been given a blessing right now. Because Real Madrid getting Hazard back for the title run is huge. It's huge. The getting back is huge. Let's see what you're saying. Can Juve get the Champions League with Pogba and Alpha plus the quality win opposite to Douglas Costa? Whoa, 100%. 100%. Juve are just missing one really truly other dynamic player. Even without Alpha, with Pogba, Cristiano, Dybala, Douglas Costa, that's a CL winning team. Like Cristiano had to do so much all by himself. If Juve had Pogba in that Ajax game, Juve beats Ajax for sure. Juve beats Ajax for sure. Like Juve are one one quality player away from, okay, these guys can realistically win. They can still win. And remember, I put them as one of the potential favorites when they beat Atletico Madrid, and I thought they'd beat Ajax. I did not believe no way that Ajax would beat Juventus. But what that game showed is that they need another player. And for me, for Pogba, if it's between Real Madrid and Juventus, Juve it's hard. Because I said Juve makes more sense because he's been there before, but Juve has changed a lot. And Real Madrid, you're playing under Zidane. And French, you're playing under a French idol. So that's the thing, man. I hope they will give him more respect. I hope they will give him more respect. That's what I say. I just hope that they will give him much more respect personally. Yo, Mo, you told me to look at the Rashford vid. The Rashford vid is in the member section. So Mo, don't say I don't listen to people, man. Okay. From Buddha Soulsman, thank you for the super chat. DSI, thank you for the super chat. HH, you are overvaluing clutch. I like clutch, but it doesn't determine greatness. If that was the case, then Obafemi Martins is a goat. See, my thing is this, look. I hope everybody enjoyed the cooking vid and everything. There are levels. That's why I like the levels, like, tier 3, upper tier 3, tier 2, upper tier 2, all, and so forth. So once you have amazing players, all these amazing players, there has to be a separation of the true great players from the amazing player. And I think the great players come through when it's most difficult. Because again, like, if you throw in a Messi, Maradona, R9, Cristiano, Zidane, these are all amazing players. On the face of it, they're all similar in talent level, Pele, so forth. Now, what separates the few, like the Zidane, the Annan, and so forth, and what makes them great is they have that iconic moment. There are moments where I've seen it you and it came in through, which is why I say the clutching. So, why is Jordan great? We've all been watching The Last Dance. Guys, by the way, that Last Dance documentary is off the chain. Jordan is great because of he came in clutch. When his team needed him, Jordan was always there. Anytime his team needed someone to rise to the occasion and deliver, Jordan was always there to deliver. And that, for me, is the definition of greatness, man. Okay, let me say this right now. So, again, I uploaded a thingy to the tier 1 members thing. Because Mo was saying boom, 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 boom. Remember, guys, you can always be a member. Click the join button below. There's always new member content in there. So I uploaded the thing for the tier 1 members, and this came from Mo, because Mo said, "Watch this Rashford video." I said, "Look, all right, boom," because he's been bugging me with this whole Rashford thing. I didn't know he did some of those stuff that he saw. Like, I don't know, maybe it's CGI, maybe it's fake or something, but from what I saw, Rashford has pulled off some very serious moves. He's pulled off some serious moves. So it's just that, as I said in the video, I just wish he was more consistent with it. But I'll admit, some of the stuff I saw this guy do, some of the moves he did, the dribbles, sorry, man. Like, if you can show me dribbles, man, I'm your friend, man. If you can just show me those street moves, I'll listen to you. But some of those moves that he did, I was like, okay, because the creativity of some of the moves he's pulled off, I'm like, so yeah, man. Rashford has something. Rashford has something, man. You guys like that vid, man? Like that vid. La 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 la. Like that vid. La 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 la. Like that vid. Says HH, every player at each club was given a treadmill and bike. They get paid for keeping in shape and train. If you get injured, it's your fault and there shouldn't be excuses. No, I get it. Obviously, all because you are given these things doesn't mean you will do them. Remember, we're living in unprecedented times. So for some of these players, if you're a fitness freak, like a Cristiano who loves staying in shape, you do this regardless. But during regular times, you would only do these things because you know that no, I have to do them because I know I'm playing a match. We're living in unprecedented times, and these players are like, are we even going to get back on the pitch anytime soon? Really? So yes, you have to be a professional, but guys, these are different times we're living in. These are regular times. These are different times that we're living in, man. So I just think in that sense, like not everybody's going to be the same. And there are some people, Benzema, Hazard, who I am not sure were pretty much doing all these fitness things all the time. It says LeBron beat a 73-9 team down 3-1 boys. Who took the who secured the key clutch 3-pointer? Look, that the LeBron Jordan debate it's an interesting one. Jordan wins, he wins, but there is a discussion. What I don't like is people say, oh no, there's no debate, there's no discussion. No, there is a discussion, but Jordan wins. But there's a discussion. And as many people say, is LeBron even better than Kobe? You know, like again, for me, it's like, see, I was never a huge Kobe fan, but I did admire his professionalism. And again, it's paining because he defeated my Orlando Magic, who should have won that flipping series. But you see, he's the kind of guy that if he wasn't in your team, you're like, oh damn, you would hate him if he wasn't in your team. That's the kind of guy that he is. Wow. Okay. So apparently someone is watching me on LSD. All right. He goes live frequently in the gym. What is he doing in this gym? Okay. Because look, Benzema likes to, guys, let's be real. Benzema likes to have fun. Benzema likes his fun. So what is he doing in this gym? Is he really doing exercises there, or is he just doing that just to show up, man? Okay, so basically Martin is talking about me on Twitch. Now let me put this here very clear. So I've been playing Become a Legend on Twitch right now. I have been playing Become a Legend for about 5-6 years now. It's one of my favorite things to do on Pro. In all my years of playing Become a Legend on Pro, this Brickalanta team I went to is easily the worst team before. Ask Martin the goal I scored. Playing with, I'm a 19-year-old. I'm a 19-year-old, and this, let me just explain this to you. This just shows you the situation. I am the shortest player in the entire world. I think I'm about 4'5". I'm shorter than Tyrion Lannister. My clan of the manager is making me a lone striker, and they're putting long balls to me. So every time a long ball goes through, it's literally a giant next to a guy as tall, shorter than Tyrion. So I'm going to lose every single header instead of just putting me in a supporting striker position. But guys, ask Martin the goal I scored with my weaker foot. Okay, as I said, Martin is a hater, man. Ask him the goal I scored with my weaker foot. That's what I'm working with. Basically, I'm like Mourinho in 2015. Scraps. Okay, and guys, we need to give Mourinho love for what he did with that Chelsea team. Has Pep has Pep ever won a trophy with scraps? Has Pep ever won a trophy with scraps? Don't hate on my boy Uncle Mo. Okay? Don't hate on my boy Uncle Mo. Um, no, no, not because you start when you're 17. I think I started when I was 17. At 19, I'm a gunner, man. I told you, man, my guy's money, man. My guy's money, and he looks sexy as well. He looks super, super sexy. Um, all right. But you don't, I mean, look, man, I mean, uh, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna just take him out. I'm gonna take him out. You know, yeah, Jeremiah, you're blocked, man. You see, mods, whenever someone says crap like that, get them out of there, man. Like I'm not even gonna repeat what that clown said. That guy is now universally blocked from. It's like, what is wrong with people? Like, people truly scare me. It's like, like people, bro, Martin, as a basketball fan, you don't want to read what Jeremiah wrote, bro. Like, I'm not repeating it. You basically don't want to read what he wrote, man. Um, it's 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 basically, it's not, like, again, I'm not going to repeat it, but basically it was trying to, this dude was trying to crack a joke about Kobe in the helicopter. Um which is just stupid, man. Which is just completely and utterly stupid. People are just messed up. People are just messed up, man. Yeah, no, look, man. I mean, it depends. First of all, it depends what condition the cannibal will be in. But this is huge for Barcelona. Now, I don't know whether the Champions League um is going to return, man. For me, so I don't know whether the Champions League will return. I hope. See, now this is another thing as well. I want the Champions League to return. Um, but I don't want the Champions League to return in a bum ass breakaway. I want the Champions League to return in my way, man. That's the thing. I want the Champions League to return my way personally, man. Um, so, but the cannibal coming back for Barcelona is huge because I gave Barcelona pretty much a 0% chance of winning the CL without the cannibal and without the Us. Now, I don't even know what he's going to use it, but having the cannibal, remember, these guys had to buy Braithwaite. They had to buy Braithwaite. And I was reading something that the Us, someone sent me something on Twitter that the Us, so basically, the Us couldn't get a coronavirus test because, so he couldn't get a coronavirus test because he's been removed from the squad. So because he's been injured for so long, because he's been injured for so long for Barcelona, he's not on the squad, and because he's not on the squad, he couldn't get like a coronavirus test. So I don't know what the hell is happening with Barcelona and the US. But for me, if I'm advising the US, the quicker you leave and do your thing, the better. But for Barcelona, it is huge. It is huge and massive that the cannibal is back at Barca. That is huge. That is absolutely and utterly huge, man. Um, Look, man, you see, I was cracking jokes about Braithwaite. I was like, how the hell is it Barcelona with the likes of Dino, Romario, R9, Rivaldo, Iniesta, Xavi? How do you go from that to flipping Braithwaite? I'll keep it real with you. Forget what he's called. Forget where he came from. He's been looking all right. He's been looking pretty high. Braithwaite has been looking pretty high. But can you really win a CL with Braithwaite? That's the thing. Now that's another thing. Now he may have been helpful, but can you win? No, okay, no. The answer is no. You can't win a CL with Braithwaite. But I don't think Barcelona are going to be overly reliant on, oh my gosh, man, let's hope that Braithwaite comes and delivers for us, man. So, but yeah, but for me, like I told you about, I would take the oops with open arms at Chelsea, man. I would take the oops with open arms at Chelsea. Wait, is a dude really taking LSD while watching this stream, or am I seeing things? Am I seeing things, bro? Like, look, fine, if you're taking LSD while watching the stream, man, good on you, bro. I mean, but it's a bit wild. I think I'm gonna have some rice and fish tonight. Now, what should I do? What should I watch? Should I watch a film, or should I watch more X-Men, or should I watch more Berserk? What should I watch? A film, Berserk, or more X-Men, or try and watch Black AF? And guys, yeah, man, that show is. I'm not too sure, man. You know, Black AF on Netflix. It's a bit cringy. Slightly cringy. Give Messi some chances to win the UCL. Wesley, man, I know you're a Barca fan, but I've got to keep it real with you. I've got to keep it all the way stacked. I honestly speaking, I don't believe that we will see. I don't think Messi is ever winning ACL again. The only way. See, I trust you, Martin, to like Berserk, man. See, I told you, only you would like that super ultra violence, crazy flipping thing, man. You know. Sorry, man, Martin, I can read you like a flipping book, bro. What do you do, baby? If they get Neymar, because Lautaro Martinez isn't enough for them to win the CL. Because guys, well, think about it. Think about it. Look at the times that Messi has won the CL. He's had at least another superb player next to him. He's had at least another superb player next to him. And that hasn't been the case. That hasn't been the case. I think is this the thing on Netflix? I think I saw this on Netflix. I think I saw this on Netflix. Coherence. Is it like a sci-fi film or a thriller film? Yeah, no. I mean, look, as again, Messi, he may come close, but look, the team isn't good enough, man. The team isn't good enough, man. Like Barca looking like a brick. You really think you can win a CL with Griezmann as your second best player? Griezmann as your second best player, please. Look, man. Everybody hates Chris was damn good, man. I won't lie, man. Everybody hates Chris was pretty damn good. But do you know a sitcom that I keep on going back to? The Office. The Office, man. That's a sitcom that I keep on going back to. I mean, The Office UK version, US version is garbage. US version is garbage. The UK version of The Office. So man, David Brent is hilarious. Okay, he is hilarious. Hilarious. Guys, how good is Money Heist really? People can say, how good is this money heist really? Is it as good as what's it called? My homeboy Flex guy out. Is it as good as Narcos Mexico? Okay. Is it as good as Narcos Mexico? If it's not as good as Narcos Mexico, then like I'm cool. Because if you're not going to tell me to watch something in another language, it has to be as good as Narcos Mexico. So how good is Money Heist really? How good is Money Heist really? No. Ricky Gervais is a brick. What are you saying? Let's see. Says the second wave of COVID-19 is inevitable. I wonder if football stops again. I hope not. I hope it's not inevitable. For me now, was there a second wave in China? I know that there was a period in time where like they reopened Wuhan, then they stopped it. But I hope there's not a second wave. I hope there's not a second wave, but there very well could be. Like I told you guys, no one knows ish. You have to be worried when even the scientists and the doctors are like, bro, we don't know what the hell is going on here, man. We don't even know what was going on. But if there's a second wave, man, that would suck, man. That would suck, man. Everybody hates Chris. Oh, yeah, no. I have heard people have talked a lot about Ozark. They've talked a lot about Ozark. They've talked a lot about Ozark, and it's been and I'll definitely get there for sure. I'll definitely get there for sure, man. I don't believe in the royal family, man. I think the royal family is a brick idea. I mean, have a royal family, but don't make them so important. It's 2020. I'm not bowing to anybody. Do you really think HH is going to bow to another man? Just think I'm going to bow to another man or another woman? Get the out of there, man. Okay. Get the F out of there. Okay, let me tell you this right now. See, the issue I have with Peaky Blinders, Money Heist, all these things, Casa del Pepe, all this stuff. Do you know how much time, or Ozark, do you know how much time it takes away from watching a TV show? I love TV shows. Give me a film over a TV show. Because these TV shows you're saying have to dedicate about 30, 40 hours to this stuff. A film, most films are 2 hours. Two and a half, 2 hours would be 90 minutes. And you're through. That's the thing, man. I'm trying to think what film is good for you to watch. Let me see what Netflix film. Let me recommend a good film for you guys, man. What should it? Let me recommend a good film for you. Continue watching. Trending now. Becoming. Oh, Prison Break. Prison Break. Give me a break. You know what? It may be a bit too close to home, but if you guys have it on Netflix in America, watch this. Contagion. This is what's it called? I forgot the name of the director. But yeah, watch that. And the thing about this is that I watched Contagion before this whole spread. So yeah, I watched Contagion before this whole thing spread. It's funny you say this. You see, Mindhunter is from my boy David Fincher. And when I knew that David Fincher was doing Mindhunter, I was like, all right, I've got to put that on the list. So What the frick? So, um, so no, it is so. I will. That's on my list, and literally, it's on my list because of David Fincher. Like, I don't know who's acting in it and everything, but because David Fincher is behind this, I think Man Hunter is going to put that to the side. So when I have a little bit of extra time, I'm going to get on and watch Mindhunter because I know it's anything David Fincher plus thrillers and a killer or someone a homicidal dude. I'm in. I'm in. Seven, Zodiac, Fincher doesn't know it. Yo, Hope, I agreed to come on and work for you. Bunsen burner. Nice little Anna, hence the buns. Guys, man, I tell you, man, I'm not gonna lie. Office is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious, man. Absolutely flipping hilarious. Oh, sorry, what's this? Why don't you like Miles Morales' white guilt? Miles Morales is white guilt. He was created for the sole reason to appease black people and Latino people. There is no reason why there should be another Spider-Man. And why does the other Spider-Man have to be half black and half Latino? Stupid character. So if we're not going to have a new Spider-Man, let's have another Batman. Let's have another Superman. Why does it need? Oh, let's have another Captain America. Why? Why? Um. Ooh, I like this question. What movie would you want to star in if your acting career took off? Not this, but I was watching Godfather 3, scene from Godfather 3, just when I thought I was out. They pulled me back in. Pacino, man. Pacino. Oof. Oof. Pacino's that dude. What film? You know what? I would have loved to play that Brad Pitt role. I'd have loved to play that either play the Brad Pitt role in Seven, or even if it's long ago, I'd have loved to play Clint Eastwood's role in Few Dollars More opposite he and Maria Volonte. Because that's one of my favorite films of all time because I love westerns. Few Dollars More. Yeah, that's all. Brad Pitt's role in Seven. Because I believe I'd have done a much better performance than Brad Pitt. And Denzel Washington would have almost been that role. So yeah. No, Rodley, I'm sorry. Neo. If they made your boy Neo in the Matrix, oh my god. If they made your boy when I realize, see the scene when I now realize that I say this isn't real. I would act my face with the kind of emotions I will have, Oh my gosh, man! If they made me Neo, whew. No, I don't. I watched this and I believe it's overrated, man. Really overrated. It's not as good as I think it was. No, not as good as I thought it was, man. So now I ain't rolling with that, man. Godfather 3 is a good film. It's only average because it came after two classics. Godfather 3 is a good film. It's a good film. It's not average. It's a good film. If you watch Godfather 3 just by itself, in and of itself, it's a good film. But when you watch it after two of the greatest gangster movies of all time, then it falls down, man. Um, it falls down. Um, falls down. But remember, guys, man, I'm always doing my live stream on the Half Up Sauce, man. Get in there, man. Get in there, bro. Get in there. Um, oh yeah, this was a pretty good film, man. This was a pretty good film. Have you seen? No, Gran Torino was a good film. Nice things from bottom line, nice story. If you want the best Clint Eastwood film, Unforgiven. See, Unforgiven is the best film set in the Western genre. The best Western film is Few Dollars More, but the best made film set in the Western genre is Unforgiven. Unforgiven is an outstanding film, absolutely outstanding film, man. Basically, look about this. Let's say Red Pill or Blue Pill. Morpheus. And know what the blue pill is. But somebody says, man, but the red pill, I say, yo, morph. Morph. What is the red pill really? How many CLs does the red pill have? How many CLs does the blue pill have? Has Red Pill ever bowled in a World Cup semi? Has the Red Pill ever delivered or come clutch for his team in the World Cup final? When the chips are down, what did the blue pill do? When he was injured, what did the blue pill or the red pill do? Tell me the pill with the most CLs and the most World Cups, I'm going to take that pill. Because Morph, you don't know what I know. Because I'm the kid. HH. Guys, look at that. Come on, give me my Oscar. Give me my Oscar. Give me my Oscar, man. Okay? Give me my flipping Oscar, man. Man, oh, man. Look, man, I tell you, there are some wonderful people in this world. Does being dumb in math make you a useless student? Now, I was a mathematical break. And yeah, I was a mathematical break. So, but I don't think I was useless because you see, maths isn't everything. There's also left side of your brain, right side of your brain. I'm crap with numbers, but I think I'm quite good with images and creativity and just doing things. That's why the when you call it chance, whatever, because I'm bad at most things. The only few things I'm really good at is performance. I was always good at performing for people and public speaking. So, and I was good at English. I was in the top sets for English. So shout out, man. Would you give up on making YouTube videos for $1 million? Nope, I wouldn't. So if you give me a mail, okay, I buy this, I buy that, then what? Because YouTube is an outlet and I like to communicate. So when Nigeria win the World Cup, I can't do a 4-hour stream. When Chelsea win the CL, I can't do a 4 or 5 hour stream and pretty much crap on all of you guys and call all of you guys losers and say I was right. No, a million is not worth that. You have to pay me like 500 billion to take away the rights for me to get on a live stream on YouTube and have a 6-hour party if Nigeria win the World Cup or when Chelsea win the treble. So a million is not enough, man. BrickNet. So someone having BrickNet? I'm not on BrickNet. Oh my gosh. No. Look. Maths is you see, unfortunately, maths is crucial. Mathematics is crucial because um it's numbers, and we use numbers for everything. But my main thing is that you don't need to do you don't need to know advanced math. All you need is math for everyday world. So you need to know basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and how to do percentages. So when people say, okay, 25% of this, 20% of this, all that kind of stuff. So all you need is that stuff, man. But let me see super chat. Swear. Oh, there you go. So my comments on your greatness video. All right, let me pull it up, shall I? Let me pull it up. Let me see what your boy said. Let me pull it up right now. Let me pull it up right now. Okay, let me close that. Greatness, man. Man, all right. I think I might have to take a little sleepy bye-bye. Okay, let's see. All right. Comments I haven't responded to. Armchair critic. Wait, where is this guy? Okay, there you go. Consistency, blah blah. Why do people want to know how to lie? You know what I find fascinating are the amounts of questions that people ask about me. I'm just a dude that talks about football and films and cracks some jokes. so, so 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 that's the issue. Messi and Ronaldo have delivered amazingly so often that every time they falter, it's viewed as a huge failure. What amazes you whilst watching other great players has been normalized by Messi and Ronaldo, making them victims of their own outrageously frequent success. To put it this way, Messi and Ronaldo's worst seasons in the last 12 years would probably win them a Ballon d'Or any year before they arrived at the big stage. Ronaldo lost the Ballon d'Or scoring 61 Gs, brought in 20 As and on the 14-15 season, and Messi lost in 12-13 when he scored 60 Gs and provided 15 As in 50 games. Their ability, unprecedented consistency, longevity, versatility, and peaking performances over 12 seasons automatically makes them two of the greatest ever. Now, that's fair, but my thing is, call me a moment's merchant. Call me a moment's merchant, Samchia. But it depends on how you view greatness. And I think it's your perception of greatness. That is what they've done is great in terms of consistency, high quality consistency. I've said this before. We've never seen these numbers for this long period of time from Cristiano and Messi. But I'm a moments merchant. I'm like, that's all cool. Where's your iconic moment? Your iconic moments. Where is your O2 World Cup final? Team needs you. Anand says, "What's up?" What's your Zizou against Brazil 06? Where's your Zizou 2 World Cup final goals against Brazil in the World Cup final? Where's your Pele saying what's up in the semi and in the final as a 14-year-old? Okay. Where I said I need those. Where's your Maradona saying what's up with Napoli? Where's your Maradona saying what's up in the 86? I need these huge iconic moments to slowly fall forth as greatness, and they don't have that. That's why they are not horsemen. I don't know how you can be great without I don't know how you can be great without the World Cup. Makes no sense. Food, music, anime. Where is football? Where's football? So those are the three things that keep you ticking. Where's football and where are films? You have to have films, bro. You have to have films. Show us a comment. What comment, bro? No. Well, I read it out, man. I read it out beautifully. Quantum physics. Oh my god, bro. Look, man. I left school a long time ago. You see, I was gonna see if I told you when I left school, then you would have figured out my age. Smart. I left school years ago. Please don't mention quantum physics in this chat. I beg you. Thank you. Should Z play at right wing or at Chelsea next season? It depends. It depends. If the cheek is fit, then he plays right wing. If the cheek isn't fit, he plays cam. Simple as that. Chelsea's strongest cam is the cheek. But the beauty about Ziyech is that from seeing him at Ajax, I've seen him ball on the right and I've seen him ball in a sense. And I do believe that if he does play on the right, Chelsea just needs to be fluid. And my dear friend, man, all Chelsea need, all we need is Aubameyang. That's what we need. All we need is Aubameyang. All we need is Aubameyang, and we are home, dry, and free. Home, dry, and free. So Aubameyang, home, dry, and free. So that's all I need, man. You'll never guess my age, man. So I don't know why you guys keep guessing my age. You'll never guess my age. Okay, I told you I'm 78. Okay, guys. Okay, I'll tell my age. But don't tell anyone. I'm 136. I turn 137 this summer. I will tell you my real name for £3,000. I will do that. I'll tell you my name for £3,000, man. Oh my god, bro! I will bring this out. Trust me, I will bring it. I will bring it, bro. I will bring it, man. I'll bring it out. You know, all of you guys are all off on my age, man. All this is wrong. So you'll never get, guys. HH is a mystery. It's a mystery. HH is a mystery. You'll never guess my age. You'll keep trying, but you'll never guess my age, man. Henry versus Van Nistelrooy. The only thing that Van Nistelrooy has over Henry is finishing. That's it. Henry is a better dribbler, has better balance, has better ball control, is more clutch, has a better footballing brain, football IQ, has better passing. The only thing that I think Nistelrooy overall is maybe a more consistent finisher than Henry. But so, no, come on, that is being completely and totally disrespectful. Nistelrooy was damn good, but I don't think that Nistelrooy. And also, I think Nistelrooy was in blackface. If I remember, I think he was in blackface at one point. But Nistelrooy, I don't think is as good as people make him out to be. You know, I don't think he's as good as people may make him out to be. Personally speaking, man. No one knows my age. No one knows my age. Oh, sorry. No, but I said, but like, it's, you know, I actually don't have 18,000 subscribers really. My real number is about 3,000, because most of those numbers are dormant accounts. So for me, I don't look at subscribers, man. I just look at maintaining the consistency, because the subscriber accounts isn't. There are some channels that have millions of subscribers. These channels are not really, they're not really that functional, and they're not, and they don't really have a strong fan base. And there's some channels that have like 50,000 subscribers, 40,000 subscribers, and these channels are fully active with a strong fan base. Because before, when I began YouTube, I was like, oh my gosh, subscribers, I need subs, I need subs. But then what you realize is, and what I is build a strong core. That's all you need. Build a strong core. You know, just build a strong core and just put that start content. Because once you build a strong, faithful, loyal core, just keep growing that core. Just keep growing that core. Just keep growing that core. you know. So so the subs thing is like, look, man. Else again, I don't have 18,000 subs because 15,000 of those don't exist. you know, they're like bots or like dormant. Guys, this is wrong, 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 wrong. It's all wrong, guys. You'll never guess my age. You'll never guess my age, man. Um, you will never guess my age, man. Yeah, no. See, that's the key thing, man. Engagements. The biggest mistake I made is, and it's just that I can never rewind time, but the biggest mistake I made was not doing live all those years ago. It's just that I was a brick, man. I was a brick. Like I was inconsistent, doing all this stuff, unprofessional, and I just did not do live. If I'd done live earlier on, man, it would have just made a huge difference in just growing my core. But it is you live and you learn. You live and you learn. And COVID-19 screwed me because the Champions League was getting so sweet. When Morata scored that goal, I was like, my gosh, man, we are in for an exciting Champions League, man. And COVID-19 just said, oh, you're having fun. Things are going well. Bend over. This is a bladed cactus, no lube, and will mess you up. Mr. Super Chat. I didn't miss a super chat, did I? Oh, I did. Thank you there for reminding me. I'm sure. Where do you rank Messi among the best and the greatest? I've always said that for me, Messi is the greatest club football player of all time, in my view, based on his talent, his ability, and what he's achieved. But if we're not saying an overall, in terms of just ability and what he's done, he's top five. He's top five. But in terms of just best, he's top five best players ever. And I don't put Cristiano in top five best players ever. It's just based on your ability and your skill and your footballing ability. For greatness, he's top 10 for sure. So he's probably 6, 7. Because my top 5, horsemen, you have to have those horsemen. So he's just outside of the top 5 in terms of greatness. So again, if Messi won that World Cup in 2014 and he scored in the final, like if Messi had scored the winning goal in that final of World Cup 2014, well, we're having a very different conversation, man. We're having a very, very different conversation, man. See, that's the thing. No, you see, don't look at the subs. Never look at the subs accounts. Is like I go to some channels that have like 50, 60, 70,000 subscribers. But when I look at their metrics, 1,000 views, 2,000 views. So wait, so how do you have 3,000 views, 2,000 views on average, but you have 50, 60,000 subscribers? The trick is ignore the subs thing. It's about your core audience, those guys who return. Because obviously guys will come in and are casual guys, they'll come in, pop up. But the guys you want to build upon are the core dudes, man. Sorry to break it to you, I'm neither of those ages. HH is not a human being. I'm a concept. I'm a concept. I told you I have no eyeballs. I'm a concept. I'm a mirage. I'm a myth. I'm a figment of your imagination, man. Um, where do you whom do you put above him in terms of ability? Um, I would put in terms of ability, because remember I said Messi is top five in ability. In terms of ability, I'll put R9 above him. Um, I would put Zidane above him. So Zidane, R9, probably Maradona. Probably Maradona. So yeah, because I think the kinds of things that Zidane could do were just out of this world. Like Zidane's. I think in terms of overall ability, as I say again, the best player I've ever seen in my life is R9. That is the best player I've ever seen in my life. Like what Ronaldo could do, I've never seen in my life. Like peak Ronaldo was a whole different ball of wax, man. The whole different ball of wax. The worst storyline ever is the storyline for Star Wars: The Last Jedi. One of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life. An all-time brick movie, man. Um, who did Mourinho call the god of football? Is this Uncle Mo? So sorry. Is this did he call him? Is this about R9? Because I know that Mourinho said that Ronaldo is the real Ronaldo. Like as an R9 is the real Ronaldo. So who are you in reference to? Who are you? Is that R9? Man, I'm still here. I was supposed to go and eat sometime before. Um, Cristiano at 19 would run rings around Messi and Zidane. You're smoking crack. Cristiano at 19 was very good, very skillful. Actually, Messi just posted a video of the first goal he ever scored for Barcelona. Okay. Um, Messi and Zidane, like they're on a different level from Cristiano. Like, Cristiano damn good, but Messi and Zidane, whole different level, bro. Whole different level, man. Um, you see, and I think this is because Mourinho saw um, Mourinho worked with R9. That's why Mourinho worked with R9 because Mourinho works with R9. That's why he knew what he could do. Because I remember Mourinho probably saw R9 in training and the kind of things that he could do. Because the thing about R9 was he was strong, he was fast, he was skillful, he had great movements, he had great technique. He was on a whole other level, man. A whole other level, man. So that's why R9 is like he was his best player, like, still to this day, best player I've ever seen. Best player I've ever seen. Who'd win in a fight between Tony Jaa or Michael Jai White? In a real fight, Michael Jai White would kill Tony Jaa in about 10 seconds. Tony Jaa can do more moves. Michael Jai White literally used to beat up people in real life. So and people say Michael Jai White would kill Bruce Lee in a real fight. In a martial arts fight, oh, that's different. In a real fight, Michael Jai White would kill Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee would not stand a chance against Michael Jai White, because Michael Jai White is a very good martial artist, but he's an actual real fighter. So he would kill him. Um, I am going to have rice, fish, salmon, and stew because I've just finished my eggs. So rice, fish, salmon, and stew. That is what I'm gonna have tonight. And yeah, I eat late, sue me. All right, what do you think? A few more and I'm out of here, man. A few of these and I'm out of here. Okay. Messi is easily the best ever in terms of ability. Now, Sean, you see, you can't just say like that because I'm older than you, and I know that I'm older than you. I watched Ronaldo live, and when you watch a guy live, because again, people don't have all the matches. When you watch a guy live, it's different. Ronaldo could do things that couldn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. That's why I just think that I think his body couldn't take the kinds of things that he was doing. So, grown men, do you know what it means for a 21-year-old to be the best player of a Brazilian team? Do you know what that means? A 21-year-old who has the hopes of an entire nation on his shoulders. And as a 21-year-old, homeboy scored in a semi-final against Holland. Like, Ronaldo was a different breed, man. And when you look at what they could do, right foot, left foot, the technique that he was doing stuff with just did not make any sense. Just watch Impossible Technique. When you watch Impossible Technique, you're like, this is a freak of nature. This is a freak of nature who is, because remember, Ronaldo balled at PSV, he balled at Barcelona, he balled at Inter Milan, he balled for Brazil. These are four teams he balled with. We're still waiting for Messi to ball for Argentina. Before his injury, R9 balled for four teams, four different systems. So, just put some respect on R9's name. Put some respect on R9's name, man. All right. Let's see what you're saying, man. You see, bro, like, and remember, Maradona was doing this when homicide was a yellow card. Homicide was a yellow card. Maradona was dribbling guys and getting past guys who, in crappy, uneven pitches against grown men that wanted to bully him, Maradona would. Is Maradona in this era would be insane. Wow. If guys touch me, it's a foul. Guys now have to be much more wary of whenever they make a tackle upon me. I'm not going to get kicked. Oh my gosh, Maradona would be insane in this era because the thing about Maradona is his footballing IQ and brain was on a whole different level. And the thing about Maradona was Napoli. You see, for Messi, you're in a system that is well catered and curated. Napoli didn't have a system. Napoli's system was give the ball to Maradona and let's hope. You see, give it to Maradona, inshallah. Give it to Maradona, inshallah. And inshallah led to two Serie A titles. Like, what Maradona achieved for Napoli is the definition of greatness. He had no business. Napoli have no business winning any Serie A titles. And they've only won two Serie A titles. They've only won two Serie A titles. Barcelona won before Messi, and Barcelona will win after Messi. Napoli are never winning another Serie A title again. That's greatness. That is greatness, man. Oh, I think I missed the super chat. Messi is clearly the best ability-wise, obvious. To you, he is. To you, he is. He is the best ability-wise to you for your generation. Okay? For me, who's been watching football since the early 90s, the best player I've seen in terms of ability is R9, maybe even Zidane. For me, R9, Zidane, and Maradona are better ability-wise than Messi. They simply are. Because again, Messi, super amazing. I question Messi's adaptability. And adaptability is key to ability. Because Messi in a non-Barcelona system, I don't know how well he does. Put Zidane anywhere, he'll ball. Put Maradona anywhere, he'll ball. Put Anan anywhere, they'll ball. Maradona balled for Argentina and flipping Napoli. Napoli. Messi isn't, put it this way, Messi isn't doing, put Messi in Maradona's era. He'll get injured. He'll get kicked out because he just wouldn't be tough enough. So for me, a key thing to ability is how can you adapt to different systems and different teams. So um, and I question Messi's adaptability. Um, as I said again, I'm in my 30s. That's all you'll know. I'm in my 30s. So that's the only thing you'll know, man. I'm in my 30s, and that's the only clue that I'm going to give you, man. Um, bro, if Maradona played in this era that is less aggressive, less intense, is more catered to attackers and flair players, Maradona would be like a freak of nature. He'd be like a freak of nature. you know, he would be a freak of nature. Like Maradona would, he'd probably be the greatest player ever. He People already put him as one of the goats playing in a very difficult and aggressive era. Maradona in this era, I mean, forget about it, man. Forget about it. So but no, but come on, this is a pussy era, man. Yeah, no, comparing eras, man, it's you shouldn't, but it's something to be said that um it was tougher in the 80s and the 90s, especially in the 80s. And maybe I'm wrong, but I will go out on a limb in saying that if Maradona played in this era, he'd be even better because he'd he would um successfully complete more dribbles and he'd be able to be more effective because people would foul him less. You know, he was fouled a lot, and that hampered how much he could affect the game back in the 80s. So if you know he's living in this era right now that is catered more to attacking players and catered more to number 10s and creative players. Oh my gosh, Maradona. Imagine Maradona in a Pep Guardiola team. I mean, the amount of creativity this guy has, and he can score goals, but his playmaking ability, I mean, it will be insane, man. Shout out to the doctors, to the nurses out there, man. Boom, boom, boom. Keep them in your thoughts, man. Doctors and nurses and supplies and the garbage men. Shout out to the guys. Look, man, all those little people, man, like people that are still taking out your garbage, delivering your Amazon things, man. Shout out to all those people out there, man. You see, but Sean, no, he wouldn't. He would like how just think about this logically. The 80s, it was more physical, it was rougher, and more fouls were given. Messi isn't strong. He's not a strong dude. He's not physically tough. He's very skilled, not physically tough. Maradona was a very tough dude. For a short guy, he was a very tough dude. So he was strong enough to withstand the pain that guys would give him. Do you think Messi would be able to play in muddy pitches, uneven guys hacking him down? Basically, Messi would get injured. He'd get injured because you have to be tough in those eras. And I think his lack of toughness means that he would be eaten alive. He'd be eaten alive completely, man. Um, Like, it's like it would be ugly. It would be really ugly if Messi. Like that. It would be ugly, man. Yeah, listen, yeah, as I said, look, man, yeah, probably we'll probably end it with this, man. That has always been the biggest disappointment for me. Maybe on a side note is Balotelli. Is what would have happened if Anna did not have any injuries? What could that guy have done? You know, um, because he was just because I think he would have had to, if Inter Milan didn't buy another top player, he'd have had to leave Inter Milan and join, either return to Barcelona or join Real Madrid. Now imagine a peak Ronaldo for Real Madrid. They win the Champions easily. They win the Champions League, and they win a lot more trophies. So peak Ronaldo with Zidane and Figo, uh, 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 amazing. It would be flip. It would be flip, flip, flip. It would be flipping incredibly amazing. Flipping incredibly amazing, man. So BD BD call game. Oh wow. You put on the playlist. Look, man. As I said again, look, basically, Sean. You know what? We'll just have to agree to, like, we'll never agree on this. Like we'll basically never agree on this because, again, like, you will never convince me that Messi would still be amazing in the thingy era, and you will never convince me that Messi is the goat. You'll never convince me that, and you'll never convince me that Messi is the best player ability wise. That's never happening, man. You know, that's never happening. It's impossible. Like I've seen so many amazing players. Like again, like Messi isn't better than Zidane. Zidane is a different breed. Zidane is a different breed because Messi is dependent on a system. You know, and again, I am waiting for the Barcelona Messi to show up for the Barcelona for Argentina, which we haven't seen. So, but again, guys, like, look, I won't change your mind. You won't change my mind. And it is what it is. So there is no amount of a talk, debate, or anything that will do anything. Because again, like, I'm a very stubborn dude. No one is convincing me that of any player better than R9 ability wise. Pick R9 never. You can't do it, man. So wow. All right, guys. Look, man. It's time for me to go and eat, man. And I might be on Twitch. I just might be on Twitch. Stay good, stay real, and I will see you. Wait, are we having a stream tomorrow? Yeah. So tomorrow, 8 p.m. is, well, today, 8 p.m. Football Dugouts Q&A, 10 p.m. Oh, now you're flipping. So Football Dugouts Q&A and 10 p.m. Top 10 comic book movies of all time with my boy Machine on the Half Up Sort channel, man. Peace out. Get real, man.